Caribbean capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Freedom is driven to pursue that passion that keeps you up at night and makes you smile in your sleep. Freedom is bold to embrace the possibilities that can open up your world and conquer new heights. Freedom is fabulous, with bits and pieces that enhance the quality of your life. Freedom is what you do with the flexibility to change path or direction when you need to. Freedom breeds ambition and purpose while having loads of fun along the way. But most of all, freedom is well-deserved for the road traveled and the journey still to come. Unleash your freedom with Nexa Credit Union. Offer ends August 31st, 2023. Call us on 440-1354 or visit our website to pre-apply. Apply now. Freedom awaits.
We're back with Network News. It's Tuesday, July 25, 2023. In the headlines, ECCU approves special $50 note to commemorate 50th anniversary of Grenada's independence. Calypso tent judging continues as Calypsonians vie for a spot in Sunday's semi-final. Operating hours at medical stations to extend during festive season as part of Health Ministry's carnival plans. Ex-PRA and Patriot Welfare Organization provides assistance to former soldiers of the People's Revolutionary Army. Also in the broadcast, regionally, Barbados' Prime Minister identifies need for screening in schools. Internationally, Israel approves first part of judicial overhaul bill. Plus, in the sports news, Grenada continues to dominate Windward Island's schools games. Thanks for joining us. Stay with us. We'll be back after this.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
With the details, I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. It's official. Grenadians will have a special $50 note to commemorate the country's 50th anniversary of independence in 2024. Beverly Telesford reports.
The Monetary Council of the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union has approved the issuance of a $50 commemorative note to mark the 50th anniversary of Grenada's independence.
We approved the issuance of a commemorative $50 note to mark Grenada's 50th anniversary of independence. Grenada will celebrate its 50th anniversary on February the 7th, 2024, and we expect this special commemorative note to be circulated in the second half of 2024.
That was incoming chairman of the ECCB Monetary Council, Minister for Finance in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Camilo M. Gonzalez, as he presented the communique of the 105th meeting of the ECCB Monetary Council. The communique did not specify how many banknotes will be printed. Last month, during his address to commemorate his administration's first anniversary in office, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell had expressed optimism about the ECCU's approval of the $50 note as part of a grand Golden Jubilee celebration.
Part of our Golden Jubilee, I'm happy to report that Cabinet has approved and made a request to the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, our ECCB, to have the bank issue a special celebratory commemorative 50 EC dollar note to mark Grenada's 50th year of independence.
Grenada will celebrate its 50th anniversary of independence on February 7, 2024. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Now, the judging of Calypso tents continued with Calypsonians under the Kaiso Kingdom tent on Monday evening. 10 Calypsonians graced the stage at the Pomrose RC School to vie for a chance to advance to the semi-final round of the 2023 Calypso competition. Nisha Paul tells us more.
Veteran Calypsonian Cheryl Antoine, Lady Cheryl, is the founder of the Kaiso Kingdom Calypso tent. She was among the Calypsonians vying for a spot in the Calypso semi-final, carded for Sunday, July 30th at Progress Park in St. Andrew. Lady Cheryl, who sang in position number 3, spoke with GBN about her 2 renditions entitled Report for Duty and Joke They Making.
Report for Duty is just, is about the present situation that exists in our country with so much foreigners coming in. And these people come in, they're trying to take our beaches, our estates in town, like the stores, and if these areas fall into their hands, Grenadians in problem. But the other song is merely a song like basing it on myself, joke they making. Because when you hear the lyrics, I'm talking about every time I go to sing, the way people react, like, I don't know if it's vexed, but they're shoo-shooing. So, it's a kind of double meaning, like song me and political.
Staying true to the art form is Jerry Baptiste, also known as Papa Jerry, who has been competing for 22 of his 23 years singing calypsos. Papa Jerry has made it to the semi-final 19 times and competed in the final on 15 occasions.
And this year is no exception. I am just making my contribution as usual to the Calypso Kingdom, hoping that we move forward again to another finals. Now the letter is basically an advice to the Prime Minister on all the things that was done basically that the people would not agree with. I am asking him to write a letter to those people, apologizing basically and giving them the assurance that he would fix it. The other song, Selling Tea, is something that I decided to do outside of the box. Rather than selling Black Stage and Milo and Lipton and all this type of tea, I decided I'm going to sell integrity, prosperity, responsibility, and tea of that nature. I just decided I'm going to go out of the box this year and try something new.
Also in competition is Georgia McIntyre, the Messenger, a 3-time Calypso Monarch semi-finalist in neighboring Trinidad and Tobago, who has been singing for 23 years. The Messenger began her personal career in 2010 and has been competing in local competitions since 2015. The female Calypsonian has made it to the final on 3 occasions and has been in the semi-final every year since she started competing locally.
This year, the first one I did is a tribute to Singing Sandra, who was a dear friend of mine. I was with her a couple hours before she passed, so it really hit me hard, and this song is in tribute to her. So it's like me talking to you, giving you the message. She's talking through me to give the message to the people that she loves, and she really loved Grenada. Her parents were from Guave, and this was her love spot, right? The other one is More Than Job. I am just finishing up a master's degree in carnival studies, and I'm doing a comparative analysis between the job in Grenada, job Malassy in Trinidad. So the song comes out of my research.
Alston Brave Boy was also in the lineup. The singer, who goes by the stage name Vision, has been a member of the Calypso tent for the last 15 years. This is his 5th year in competition.
Give thanks Thanks and then the Cornfish. I thought this was the two best songs for the competition. Depends on what is going on right now. You know, we need the father. The other selection was the Cornfish. If you notice, a couple of artists had sing about Saltfish already, but I just decided to go a little different.
The Calypso tent judging process is expected to conclude this evening with the second batch of Kaiso Bard singers at the Deluxe Cinema in Grenville, St. Andrew. This is the final of the song competitions to go through preliminary stages. Semi-finalists for the Groovy and Soca Monarch competitions have already been determined. For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
Well, the carnival season is usually busy at hospitals in Grenada as health officials witness an influx of patients. This influx is usually attributed to increased accidents, violent incidents, and other health episodes induced by alcohol. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs with responsibility for strategic and operational management of hospitals and community health services, Naomi Jeremiah, says there's an action plan in place at hospitals during the festive season.
That we have reviewed our data for the past years, and we have realized that during the carnival season, most persons who have some accident or some ailment have decided to use the E&E, maybe at the Princess Alice Hospital and also at the General Hospital. And we have decided for this carnival 2023, we have put a strategy in place, and we have laid out an operational plan where we'll be implementing that plan from the 7th of August, that is Emancipation Weekend.
All right, so normal operating hours for health centers are Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Jeremiah says these hours will be extended at some facilities during the carnival season.
We have decided to have extended hours for those major health centers. They are as follows. Granborough Health Center, St. George's Health Center, St. David Health Center, Sutter's Health Center, and the Grove Polyclinic. And I would like to state here, maybe persons not aware, but I will firstly list the hours of operations at all our facilities. Now, all our health centers and medical station operates from Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And it is notable that we have extended hours also Saturdays and Sundays for some of our facilities. At Grove, from the Emancipation Day, we are going to be extended, that will be the Monday, which will be a holiday. We have extended our time. So we extended the time from the 7th, which is the Monday. We will start from 7 a.m. and go and provide healthcare for the entire Monday activities.
Other news, experts on crime and violence among youth are combing through possible solutions to the social ill that is now affecting Grenada. This is part of the discussion on GBN's Beyond the Headlines on Monday evening. More on this Rena Ped Thomas report.
Crime and violence is the #1 concern among adolescents and youth in the Caribbean community, and it is believed to be associated with poverty, unemployment, and the social injustices. According to the United Nations Children Fund, UNICEF, constant exposure to crime and violence leads to emotional blunting, high stress, grief, and sense of loss. Young people have spoken about their fear, perceptions of lack of safety, and concern for their general well-being because of the increased crime and violence. Regional Security Expert Commander Gavin Hira explained that young people are now involved in vigorous acts due to the clash of culture which promotes violence.
As a fight, it's not a literal clash, but they see it as a fight because we have now, as I said, being invaded. We are possessed by a cultural ideology that is fanning the flames of violence. The kind of music our young people are listening to, the words of some of those songs by our own artists, the exposure to some of the stuff that they're looking at and modeling and patterning and reflecting has gone way beyond our expectations as parents and as gatekeepers today. we have to adjust to be able to treat with that because it is the new norm.
Over the past few months, Grenada has experienced higher level of crime and violence associated with illegal guns, cybercrime, and money laundering. Returning to community parenting and the teaching of conflict resolution among youth are among the solutions suggested by Sergeant Andy John of the Special Victims Unit. He explained that conflict resolution can only be successful if the parties involved are willing to communicate and resolve the issue by expressing themselves without violence.
Sometimes it still boils down to the fact that the two parties would have to be willing to have someone come in the middle and try to mediate, try to understand what is really happening. But if that is not being given an opportunity to be had, then we still end up with the same road that we're going, ending up in violence. So communication, whether it is between the two parties, whether one listening to the other and trying to understand where the other one is coming from, or we both deciding, hey, we cannot resolve this by ourselves. Let us get someone else to come in the mix and try to give us a different perspective. It is still communication.
Elaine Henry McQueen, Program Coordinator, Spotlight Initiative, says our young men and women should be taught that it is okay to walk away from a violent situation rather than feel it makes them appear weak.
That we should not ridicule or jeer or tease a young man for choosing to walk away from violence. But in fact, we should encourage more and more of us to do that. That we should choose to see things from other person's perspectives. That we should choose to debate, to discuss things. That we should choose non-violent ways of solving problems. Can our society do that? And can our society do that particularly so for men and boys?
They were all speaking on GBN's Beyond the Headlines program on Monday night. For GBN News, I am Rena Pet Thomas reporting.
This is Network News. We're live from the Grenadian capital. Still to come from us. XPRA and Patriot Welfare Organization provides assistance to former soldiers of the People's Revolutionary Army. Back in a while.
Transform your life with Arise's suite of loan products. Own your own vehicle, education, land, or home, and anchor your roots. Start living the life you deserve by applying for an Own Your Own loan at reduced interest rates. Simplify your life and consolidate all your debts by applying for a Simplify loan and open doors to new beginnings and explore more opportunities to shape your future. Call or send us a WhatsApp on 423-4987 or email us at loans@arisecu.com today to continue your journey towards financial freedom. Terms and conditions apply. Arise Credit Union. Your financial freedom. Your future.
In our part of the world, we need to be prepared for natural disasters like storms and hurricanes, even outside of the season. I'm sure you'll agree that keeping our loved ones, homes, and businesses safe is important. So, I came up with a few quick tips to help you stay safe. Familiarize yourself with your electrical panel, as it may be necessary to switch off the power during a storm or flood. Make sure you install a transfer or isolation switch to prevent your generator feeding electricity to Grenlec's line. If trees are too close to power lines, call Grenlec at 237 for advice. By following these easy steps, you will be well on your way to being hurricane ready. Don't be caught off guard by natural disasters. Prepare now. For more information, visit grenlec.com.
Time has come for you to show your son, Talbry, the love and respect for his contribution over the years. This is Pre-Day.
I am the job boss. Certain things I end up. If I say to wreck the place, then I will pay the damn cost.
Talbry turns 50. A celebration of life. The Black and the Gold Edition. Wednesday, August 9th. The National Stadium. Supported by Voice and the Top 5 Band. Lyrical. Ola Twinji. Farmer Nappy. King Ding Dong. Groupie. Nyla Blackman. Problem Child. And a special guest appearance from two of the biggest soca superstars coming for Pre-Day. And all the Grenada superstars. Celebrity guest host, West Indies cricketer Dwayne Bravo. Get your $100 regular tickets or VIP $600 tickets now or pay more later. Gates open at 10 p.m. Showtime 11. Grenada. This is Pre-Day.
Saturday, October 28th at the National Stadium, performing at iFactory Live's Afro-Caribbean Night. Let me run that again. October 28th at the National Stadium, we have Rotimi, Kiddy, Looney Spots and Electrify, Amapiano DJ Skylar Tyler, Samara Songbird, Neptune, and more to be announced. Afro-Caribbean Night is bringing the culture together. Afro beats, soca, jollof, oil down. Grenada, are you ready? VIP tickets come with unlimited drinks and food. Sky Terrace tickets come with unlimited drinks and food with a high-level view. Go get your tickets at GoFed.com and AfroCaribbeanNight.com.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think of Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
Calypso is alive and well. The Melody Papitet Calypso semi-final is on Sunday, July 30th. Progress Park in St. Andrew from 5 p.m. as we conclude semis weekend. 19 Calypsonians, 2 songs each. The hard-biting lyrics, the picong, and the kicks on one big stage. Admission $40. It's Kaiso, and Mo Kaiso.
So if Mitchell say you want pizza to be an people.
Visit www.spicemasgrenada.com for everything Carnival. This Sunday, July 30th, onwards lead to Progress Park. It's the Melody Papitet Calypso semi-finals. Who will progress onto the March Gras?
Voice Mass is on, and the NLA is granting you free access. From July 15th to August 12th, every time you spend $12 in the purchase of Playway, Pick 3, Cash 4, and Lotto games, you can win free access to all Spice Mass shows, all major private shows, and Monday Night Mass packages. Look for the words Spice Mass winner on your gaming tickets, and access is granted. Guaranteed. Simply redeem your winning tickets at the NLA's office on Grenville, Grove Street, or the Coronage for free access to all the big carnival events. Over 380 free access will be granted. The more you spend $12 on the daily games and Lotto, the more chances you have at winning free access to carnival events. Must be 18 or older to participate. Terms and conditions apply. NLA, the only diamond sponsor for Spice Mass 2023.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
Rebecca Television Center, the XPRA and Patriot Welfare Organization, in existence for 2 years, is continuing to provide much-needed assistance to former soldiers of the People's Revolutionary Army who once served and protected Grenada. Some of the soldiers who played a key role in Grenada's revolution have been living in poor and inhumane conditions, while others are mentally ill on the nation's streets. President Manley Phillip of the XPRA and Patriot Welfare Organization says although the organization is only 2 years old, it has embarked on numerous projects that provided support to their former comrades.
The hampers. We have been giving them hampers.
Okay.
We have given them toiletries. We have given them food stuff.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, 3 times a month, a year, we normally go out and distribute hampers to them in all the parishes of Grenada. Because many of them have health challenges.
Okay.
They are unemployed. As a matter of fact, some of them are homeless. Yeah.
Okay.
So we have done a number of things. For a matter, we have met with the Minister of Social Services and tried to get them on
this current administration.
Current administration. But we did get a response. As a matter of fact, we had a meeting with the minister.
That sounds
and
good.
she readily agreed to assist. So we have done quite a lot.
All right, Philip and Chaplain Rayburn Nelson, other members of the XPRA and Patriot Welfare Organization, were guests on GBN's Good Morning Grenada with host Gordon Joseph. Nelson said members continue to educate themselves through training to move the organization forward and better assist their fellow soldiers. He said they have also collaborated with private and public entities to reach their goals.
We also have a link with Dr. Sonia Nixon, right, and also Dr. Terence Marjo, whereby we have members are given an ID card, and once they go to these 2 doctors, right, if they can afford, well, you make a contribution. If you can't afford, they attend to the comrades freely, right, and there are other things that we are trying to do. We have resources coming from overseas, some comrades there. We have a chat established, right, and so on, so that they would communicate with us. We had a training session with Val Connor, well, not Connor, Williams now. She came in from overseas and she had training with us. And we continue to meet as a body and plan and organize once a month. We are looking at a number of things that would help. We have established our bank account only yesterday, all right, because there are comrades overseas who would want to send information, finances, all right, to our organization. I can tell you that the account number, right, those of you listening who would like to make your contribution towards that endeavor, the account number is 113001885, and it's at the Cooperative Bank. Yes, at the Cooperative Bank.
The Grenada Tourism Authority is preparing for the relaunch of its destination website, puregrenada.com, come the 1st of August. Details in this Christina John report.
The new website is intended to elevate the promotion of Grenada as an unparalleled travel destination, and as such, is meticulously curated to pique the interest of travelers. The website will present a comprehensive and inspiring glimpse into Grenada's unique selling points and will serve as an informative and educational platform that excites and ignites a strong desire to visit and discover the picturesque landscapes and vibrant local culture, Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. The website will highlight all the promotional activities the Tourism Authority has embarked on, ensuring a streamlined and efficient approach to sharing news and updates with the world. It will also allow tourism officials to leverage cutting-edge analytic tools to gain valuable insights into user behavior, performance, and interests. Such data-driven intelligence will enable the Tourism Office to continually optimize its promotional efforts, providing tailored offerings that resonate with potential travelers worldwide. By incorporating advanced search engine optimism techniques, the new website is poised to become a highly discoverable and user-friendly platform. This critical aspect of the website's function underscores the Tourism Authority. As the new puregrenada.com nears its launch, the Grenada Tourism Authority is eager to unfold its new digital platform to the world, driving Grenada's global appeal and presenting the Tri-Island state as an extraordinary destination that promises a lifetime of cherished memories and enriching experiences. Christelina John, GBN News.
Vaughan's Trouble in the Morning is what's ringing in this evening's ISAW. Let's take a peek into the GBN ISAW lens.
The festive season is in full swing in Grenada. Our soca music can be heard at nearly every corner on the island. Tonight's ISAW takes us far across the other end of the world, where our soca music rings out through the steel pan of our Asian counterparts. We thank our citizen journalists for that submission. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
We're going to take a break. Still to come from us, plants distribution season opens. We'll tell you more after the break.
Carriacou is the place to be. August 4th to the 7th for the 50th year of the Carriacou Regatta Festival. The Carriacou Regatta Festival, which is the longest sailing event in the region, is celebrated under the theme Timeless Culture on the Sea. Come join us for 4 days of exciting and competitive boat racing from Friday to Monday. Fun games, day and night parties, road marathon, Miss Teen Regatta, night boat cruises, the foreign artist show, donkey race, and greasy pole are some of the activities to look forward to. For more info, contact the Regatta Jumper on 473-443-7930. The Carriacou Regatta Festival 2023, August 4th to the 7th. Sail by day, party by night. Carriacou welcomes you. We represent 473.
My name is Alimaka Motley. I've been here doing nails since 2017. Me being self-employed, I have realized that paying the NIS benefits me now and even when I retire. By the time I'm 65, I will be receiving contributions back from NIS. So I benefit because I'm self-employed. Anything can happen. If anything happens to you while you're at work, you've got a bad cold, you have the COVID, you have dengue, we have all these diseases that's plaguing us at the moment. NIS will be giving you back some form of money when you're ill. So I would encourage all small business persons to sign up with NIS now.
Parents, do you go to bed with the knowledge that your children are comfortably asleep in the next room? Or are they allowed to attend every FET advertised? You are responsible for the safety and well-being of your children, and it is your responsibility to know their whereabouts. Children should not be at adult events. Please guide your children, engage them in age-appropriate activities. Let us be spicy parents for this carnival season and beyond. S. Speak to your children about positive behavior. P. Pay attention to them at all times. I. Inspire good behavior in your children by also displaying good behavior. C. Check with your children. Always know their whereabouts. Y. You are responsible for your children. Maintain control to keep them safe. This is a message from the National Parenting Program, Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
And so it begins, a journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
It's the 4th edition of Hubbard's Live Free for 1 year promotion. Cuatro Punto Cero. It's unbelievably amazing. You can win free fuel, free drinks, cash prizes, free property and vehicular insurance, free cable, TV and internet, free electricity, free coke, free water, free cooking gas, free paint supplies, free passes to Sunshine Promotion events for 2023, free groceries, all for 1 whole year. And every winner receives a lunch package. Be sure to fill out the entry forms and enter it into the marked entry boxes at all Hubbard's departments and at participating outlets. Promotion runs from April 1st to September 30th, 2023. Draws will be held every 2 weeks. Terms and conditions apply.
Do you know, when you play the games of the National Lotteries Authority, you are supporting sports, culture, and nation building in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit-Martinique?
Hi, I am Junior Murray, cricket coach, sports enthusiast, and a former West Indies cricketer. I endorse the games of the NLA 100%. For the past 40 years, the NLA has been funding many sporting activities, including competition for schools and clubs, and for athletes to participate in overseas tournaments such as the Carifta Games and the regional cricket tournaments. For those reasons, I play the game of the NLA. Even if I do not win, I know Grenada always wins.
Yes, when you play all the games, the NLA in turn supports sports, culture, and nation-building activities throughout the Tri-Island state.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium.
Hello again. Over 60,000 plants are expected to be sold to farmers and members of the general public during the 2023 plant distribution season. More details in this report.
The annual plant distribution begins this week, providing an opportunity for farmers and other interested persons to purchase high-quality planting material at a subsidized cost. Citing the agriculture sector as one of the killers of government's transformational agenda, special emphasis is being placed on the production of Grenada's spices this time around.
This year, the government is focused on spice. And the spice program, having spice plant throughout the length and the breadth of Grenada, or at least encouraging each household to have, whatever spice is applicable to the environment. We have propagated quite a bit of spice this year, a couple of thousand. And we're looking to start off the plant distribution season on Thursday, the 27th of July, 2023.
That was Supervisor of the Maribor Propagation Station, Nigel Gibbs. Farmers are encouraged to purchase as much as possible of the subsidized planting materials.
This projection, and we have broadened our scope now with linking up with some regional entities who are interested in purchasing agriculture produce from Grenada. So the more of these plants we get into the farms, the better we will have a chance to supply these external markets.
Efforts are underway for market for Grenadian farmers to export their commodities. Farmers and members of the public are being reminded to follow the necessary guidelines as it relates to the removal of polyethylene bags prior to transplanting.
I still notice that some of the farmers, especially the people who do in backyard, they are having challenges in taking care of the plants, and it's something, I'm going to mention it here, but we want to stress on it going forward, and that is in the transplanting of the plants. They normally keep the plants in the polyethylene bag, and that is bad because the plants will get root bound. It will grow, but it will grow very slow, and sometimes it will die because if the roots doesn't come out of the bag and start getting moisture from the outside, especially in the dry periods, you could have the plant, you could have dieback.
The 2023 plant distribution season will officially open with a ceremony on Thursday, 27th July. The actual sale of plants will begin on Monday, 31st July. Sale of plants for farmers whose applications are already received will take place from July 31st to 11th August. The ministry will notify these farmers by phone. Sale on plants for the general public will be from August 8th. Plants will be sold from government's propagation stations at Maribor, Boulong, Ashinden, and Maran. Additional information about the 2023 plant distribution is available on the Ministry of Agriculture's social media platforms or at the district extension offices. Christelina John, GBN News.
The story to report: the Caribbean Development Bank (CDB) has pledged $1.8 million to help develop creative industries in the region. Rena Thomas is going to tell us more about that.
The bank's board of directors recently approved a grant to its Creative Industries Innovation Fund. CIIF is a multi-donor foundation established in 2017 to foster innovation, job creation, and improve the corporate sustainability in the industry. Globally, the creative economy is recognized as a growth sector and a meaningful contributor to gross domestic product, GDP, having the capacity to spur innovation and knowledge transfer across all sectors of the economy. CIIF, which is governed by a cross-section of regional organizations and administered by CDB, has since inception financed approximately US $1.2 million in a variety of initiatives spanning music production, distribution, sales and events, audiovisual, film, animation and gaming, festivals and carnivals, fashion and contemporary design through non-reimbursable grants. The bank's continued investment in the fund will enable the creative industries sector to make a greater distribution to economic performance and foreign exchange, earning by improving the enabling environment, improving data collection and reporting, and increasing the competitiveness of beneficiaries, MSMEs. This will build social resilience by ensuring no one is left behind and contributes to economic resilience for conclusive growth. For GBN News, I'm Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
I invite you to stay with us. We'll be back to report the sports news, followed by Around the Globe.
Get Rubigas. Get cooking. Rubigas, clean, safe, and reliable LPG is the perfect solution for your commercial and everyday needs. For cooking at home or barbecuing, choose Rubigas LPG cylinders. Available in a variety of sizes from 20 to 100 pound cylinders. Rubigas LPG, clean, safe, reliable. Are you cooking with Rubigas? Get Rubis, get going.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Brentwood, and Central Deputy Street, Guelph. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
At NIS, we are dedicated to continuously improving our services and meeting the evolving needs of Grenadians. To achieve this, we are implementing important changes to the contribution rate and pensionable age. The contribution rate will be gradually increased each year until it reaches 16% in 2031. This contribution will continue to be divided between you and your employer. In addition, the pensionable age will move from 60 to 65 years. This increase will also gradually reach 65 by 2029. Pensioners will still have the option to claim a pension at a reduced rate before age 65. If you have any questions about how these changes will affect you and your family, please contact our informational hotline at 440-6647 or visit www.nisgrenada.org. Stay connected for more updates from NIS, your trusted Social Security provider.
Parents, do you go to bed with the knowledge that your children are comfortably asleep in the next room? Or are they allowed to attend every fete advertised? You are responsible for the safety and well-being of your children, and it is your responsibility to know their whereabouts. Children should not be at adult events. Please guide your children, engage them in age-appropriate activities. Let us be spicy parents for this carnival season and beyond. S. Speak to your children about positive behavior. P. Pay attention to them at all times. I. Inspire good behavior in your children by also displaying good behavior. C. Check with your children. Always know their whereabouts. Y. You are responsible for your children. Maintain control to keep them safe. This is a message from the National Parenting Program, Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs.
Is giving you more chances to multiply your Playway winnings by adding Multi-X to your regular Playway bets to win up to 5 times more. Imagine winning as much as $1,200 instead of $240 with a $10 Playway bet by simply adding Multi-X. Place your Playway bets from $1 to $10 or in increments on your favorite Playway symbols or numbers. Then add the Multi-X option at the same value to win 2 times, 3 times, 5 times more, or free plays. With Multi-X, you must bet the same amount wagered on your regular Playway bets for your winnings to be multiplied. Grenadians, value your dreams and win your way as much as 5 times more. With Multi-X added to Playway and watch your money grow. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Sporting fans, good evening. Grenada lost its first game in its quest to reclaim the championship title in the 2023 CBN Windward Islands Schools Games. Dominica got the better of Team Grenada in the basketball match played earlier today at the Laborie Indoor Facility. Dominica 77, Grenada 74. Over 400 athletes are involved in 5 sporting disciplines: volleyball, netball, basketball, football, and athletics. And for the past 3 days, Grenada has been dominating the games thus far. Corrine Moraine-Alexander, Communications Officer in the Ministry of Sports, gives us an update on the games.
It is the 4th day of keen competition in the CBN Windward Islands School Games between Grenada, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines and Dominica, which commenced on Saturday, 22nd July 2023 and runs until July 29th. Happening today, we have basketball men, St. Vincent versus St. Lucia and Grenada versus Dominica at the Laborie Indoor Facility. Netball, St. Lucia versus St. Vincent at the Tanti Netball Facility, also Grenada versus Dominica. Volleyball men, St. Vincent versus St. Lucia at the Laborie Indoor Facility from 6 p.m. Grenada versus Dominica at the same facility from 8 p.m. A gentle reminder, all entrance to the events are free of cost. Results from day 3 are as follows. Female basketball, game 1, Dominica versus St. Lucia. Dominica won that match 54, St. Lucia 27. Game 2, Grenada versus St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Grenada won that match 64, St. Vincent and the Grenadines 28. Football, this happened at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Game 1, St. Vincent versus St. Lucia. St. Lucia won that match 3, St. Vincent 2. Game 2, Grenada versus Dominica 3, Dominica 0. Volleyball female at the Laborie Indoor Facility. Grenada versus St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Grenada 3, St. Vincent and the Grenadines 2. This has been your results of day 3 of the CBN Winlot Windward Islands school games happening here in Grenada.
Thank you very much. Now, Trinidad and Tobago's national under-15 boys football team is in the midst of preparation to participate in the upcoming CONCACAF Championship from August 6 to 13 in the Dominican Republic. Jamaica is also participating in the championship, and both teams met in warm-up action on Sunday. More in this report.
It was a highly defensive affair at the Manny Ramjohn Stadium in Marabella, with Trinidad and Tobago looking solid but rarely threatened in the final third of the pitch in the first half. So tough was the defense, referee Jassy McDonald had to dip into his pocket at times. Jamaica came close on the resulting free kick, but goalkeeper Michael Clement kept track as the headed attempt flashed wide. Clement had his eye on what seemed to be a defensive clearance, but it turned out to be the opening goal as it floated above him and into the net in the 38th minute. Owen Jump, the scorer. 1-0 Jamaica, the score at the half. Second half, Sean Cooper's team continued to be solid defensively, but also showed more purpose going forward. TNT's persistence paid off. Jonathan Mason with a burst of speed through the middle of the park to catch the Jamaicans off guard, and he fires on goal. Justin Murray got his glove to the attempt to make the initial save, but Akil Vespri came in at the far post to finish and make it 1-1 in the 80th minute. That's how it would end. Trinidad and Tobago captain Caden Trestrail pointed out the high points for his team in their first international encounter.
From the patterns we've used in training, I think we've done well to spread the play. Combinations are used well. I think in the second game, mostly we can improve on just being a bit more direct, attacking them a bit more, being a bit more confident in our ability.
The game has come at a crucial time in the team's preparation.
But I think it's given us, one, a great experience, and two, more of a confidence boost to go into the second game. We could know we could be the better team and come out on top.
That second game will be a closed-door affair on Tuesday at the Manny Ramjohn Stadium. Wayne Cunningham, TTT Sport.
Now, Sean Cooper recently took charge of the national under-15 footballers, and he was pleased with the defensive effort versus the Jamaicans.
It was the first taste of international action for the national under-15 squad preparing for the CONCACAF Championship, and coach Sean Cooper was guardedly pleased following the 1-1 draw with Jamaica.
I think our defensive organization was pretty much spot on. What we wanted to do is keep shape. This is the first phase. Keep in shape, keeping us in the game. We received an unfortunate goal, but you saw that besides that attempt, that clearance that went in the goal, other than that, the Jamaicans didn't have a sniff on our goal because we were properly well organized.
Cooper pointed out areas of concern.
We have some pace on the wings and up front. I think we still need to be a little more solid in the middle of the field. But in saying so, we had two starters out today, the captain Seth Hadid and Pussy Fonset. Both of them are normally starters on the team. So I think what the other guys did, they did a pretty good job in organizing and keeping the team solid. So we're looking forward for the other game on Tuesday.
All in all, it was a positive showing for the young team, and with some key players set to return, Tuesday's second match could prove interesting.
Yeah, goalkeeper had a lot more saving to do. We had more corners than them, so I think all in all we had a very decent game. Good showing for first game.
The Jamaican head coach is also looking forward to the return encounter.
The field was a little bit harder than what we are used to, so that kind of impacted how efficiently we could have managed to keep the ball and create some scoring opportunities. But overall, I thought it was a very good game. Good spirit from the Trinidad and Tobago team as well. And now we turn our attention to the another game on Tuesday.
All right, this other story before we wrap the sports news. Cricket West Indies senior men's selection panel today announced the squad for the 3-match CG United One-Day International Series powered by Yes Bank against India, which starts on Thursday, July 27 at Kensington Oval. The 15-member squad was named following a 4-day camp at Kensington Oval to prepare the white ball players for the upcoming CG United One-Day International Series, as well as the 5-match T20 International Series that follows. The selectors have recalled left-handed batsman Shimron Hetmar and fast bowler O'Shane Thomas. Fast bowler Jaden Seals and leg spinner Yannick Carrier have been included following their rehabilitation and surgery, while left-arm spinner Gudakesh Moti is also included, having recovered from injury. Kensington Oval hosts the first 2 matches in the 3-match CG United One-Day International Series on Thursday, July 27 and Saturday, July 29. We can tell you too, the teams then move to Trinidad for the 3rd and final CG United One-Day International at the Brian Lara Cricket Academy on Tuesday, August 1. All 3 matches start at 9:30 a.m. local time. The full squad reads: Trey Hope, captain; Roveman Powell, vice-captain; Alec Athanase, Yannick Carrier, Casey Carty, Dominic Drakes, Shimron Hetmar, Alzari Joseph, Brandon King, Kyle Myers, Gudakesh Moti, Jaden Seals, Romario Shepherd, Kevin Sinclair, and O'Shane Thomas. We wish them the very best. That's the sports news for now.
We had a program going, and if I could turn back the hands of the clock, it is the one thing.
Barbados' Prime Minister Mia Amor-Mottley believes there needs to be a return to the widespread screening of children for auditory, speech and visual challenges in Barbados. She's convinced that the use of technology can make the process easier for the medical personnel who will be involved. The Prime Minister made the point during her address to the Caribbean Association of Principals of Secondary Schools conference being held in Barbados. Prime Minister Mottley also wants to see greater emphasis placed on reading programs.
We had a program going, and if I could turn back the hands of the clock, it is the one thing. 2 programs that were stopped since I was Minister of Education. And it hurts me to the core, across both parties. One was the understanding that every child between the ages, at the age of 3 and at the age of 5, ought to be tested for hearing, speech, and sight. there are too many children who we may not realize have some kind of impediment, disability, may not even be as large as that, but it affects their capacity to learn. If you cannot read, you could as well not be emancipated. And this is not a case like 30, 40, 50 years ago, where people genuinely may have wanted to go to school but were denied the opportunity for all kinds of reasons. Lack of access to schools, lack of capacity of families to be able to support them being able to go, all kinds of reasons. For the most part, everywhere in this region, education is delivered free at the primary, and for the most part at the secondary level, even if there are still a few countries that have capacity issues at the secondary level.
The legacy energy systems in the electricity industry are no longer sustainable, and the time has come to take decisive action to bring about transformative change. This from the head of the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering at the University of the West Indies, St. Augustine campus. He was speaking at the opening ceremony of the Caribbean Electric Utility Services Corporation's 2023 Engineering and Procurement Conference and Exhibition on Sunday. Here's the rest in this report.
When it comes to developing sustainable energy systems, several critical areas must be prioritized. Head of the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering at UWI St. Augustine, Professor of Power Systems and Sustainable Energy, Sanjay Bahadur Singh, listed these areas as he stressed how important it is that the transition takes place.
And it is therefore very wise to consider the role of liquefied natural gas facilitating this transition and green hydrogen in the future. By embracing these low-carbon resources with smart design, we can reduce our reliance. Energy storage technologies also play a crucial role in this transition.
Minister of Public Utilities Marvin Gonzalez said the government is fully cognizant of the importance of renewable energy as envisioned in the net zero pathway and is fully committed to the development of the country's renewable resource.
Over the years, the Commission's research has included solar PV pilot projects at TNTech Mount Hope, the University of Trinidad and Tobago Omera campus, a TNTech PowerGen hybrid solar and wind system at the Islamic Children's Home in Gasparillo, and wind power testing at Ministers Bay and Flagstaff in Tobago.
General Manager of TNTech, Cuvis Francois, said the nation's declining natural gas reserves, coupled with the requirement to reduce our carbon footprint, has hastened the Commission's transition from fossil fuels to an energy mix involving renewable energy.
This, along with other national renewable energy initiatives, will favorably impact our energy security and energy sustainability goals. The Commission is also implementing smart grid technologies to improve system reliability. We have already installed dozens of automatic network devices that work synergistically to reduce the extent and duration of outages.
The CARILEC 2023 Engineering and Procurement Conference and Exhibition continues at the Hyatt Regency Hotel to July 27th.
Further field protests have erupted in Israel after the Knesset passed the first part of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's judicial overhaul plan. We get more in this report.
In a 64-0 vote, Netanyahu's far-right coalition is one step closer to limiting the Supreme Court's powers and eliminating checks and balances. After the bill was passed, Netanyahu said he would seek dialogue with opposition leaders who boycotted the vote after the 30-hour debate and will try to reach an agreement.
We do have an agreement. We all agree that Israel must remain a strong democracy, that it must continue to protect individual rights for everyone, that it will not become a state of halakha, that the courts will remain independent. I would like to emphasize this again. No party must take over the court. It won't happen on our shift.
The United States has called the passing of the bill, quote, unfortunate, after President Biden earlier called for Netanyahu to compromise on the legislation. Israel's 7-month battle over the proposed changes have sparked major protests, drawing in the military reservists, union, and medical professionals.
We'll be back to remind you of the headlines after this. This is the Grenada Broadcasting Network. A reminder of the headlines. ECCU approves special $50 note to commemorate 50th anniversary of Grenada's independence in 2024. Calypso 10 judging continues as Calypsonians vie for a spot in Sunday's semi-final. Operating hours at medical stations to extend during festive season as part of Health Ministry's carnival plans. XPRA and Patriot Welfare Organization provides assistance to former soldiers of the People's Revolutionary Army. Also in the news, regionally, Barbados' Prime Minister Mia Amor-Motley identifies need for screening in schools. Internationally, Israel approves first part of judicial overhaul bill. Plus, in the sports news, Grenada continues to dominate Windward Island's schools games. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online, gbn.gd, on GBN, Grenada Broadcasting Network, Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Kenroy. Baptiste. It's always a delight coming on to present the news. Thanks for joining us. Good night.